another episode of For the Culture Podcast, soccer podcast for us, by us. You got your favorite hosts here. You got Ringo here, Coach Tony here. You got TK here. What's up, gentlemen? How's it been?
It's going great, man. How you doing?
Great,
man, it's good. Hey, you guys, as you don't hear, Grego's not here tonight. You know, the cat's away so the mice will play. That's kind of what the old heads say. So we going to do this thing. We're going to get it going, man. I heard you had a birthday, man.
Yeah, something like that, man.
Hey, man, my boy getting older. You know what I mean?
See more gray hairs popping?
A little more gray, a little more wiser.
Popping, man. Definitely wiser. That's
What's up, man? What you do for your birthday?
I kept it low key, man. Stay with the fam. We actually going to party really big this weekend because my mom's birthday is this week as well, too. So we like to really go in for our birthday. So December is like a big month for the fam. So, you know, we're going to do it big for that.
That's good.
I saw that you was celebrating your better half's birthday as well. She's a fellow Sag as well.
Yeah. My wife, she had a birthday. We had a little something at the house. Yeah. You know, any of those who kick it with me, you know how we get down.
That's true.
You know, it was a good vibe, man.
Y'all had what y'all had? The oysters?
Yeah, man, a little oyster roast, a little something different, man. You know, black folks don't do that often, so we try to educate people's palates out here. You know,
aphrodisiac.
You know,
some babies are gonna be made from that.
Yeah, not mine. That's cool. They can have it.
Cap it off.
Yeah, man. But TK, you had some good news this weekend too, man.
Yeah, man. Just got back in from New York. I am officially off the market. Well, I've been off the market, but you know, I put a ring on it.
Man, that's hey, hashtag black men don't cheat, man. I'm telling y'all, man.
Box ticked.
That's it. Faithful black men, man. That's what we do on this podcast. That's what we do. But man, there's a lot of soccer going on. You know, a lot happened. But before we get to that, you know, your Christmas coming up. You know, you got your Christmas shopping done, fellas?
I literally have one gift I've gotten. That's all.
Yeah. I bought one gift for my nephew, and I bought one gift for my friend. Yeah. Coincidentally, both at the Atlanta United store today.
Hey, there we go. But let everybody know, man, For the Culture Podcast on our website, ftcutd.myshopify.com. Hey, we're doing something special for the fans. If you use promo code SantaBaby, we're gonna
Santa Baby.
Hey, you know it. Hey, I only know the Atlanta All-Stars version. I don't know the original.
69 Boys.
Yeah, that's the only one I know.
Dude, my Christmas playlist, that's all I have is 69 Boys on that one.
Hey, but to get back to it, man, for starting on the 20th, we're doing 20% off on goods. Actually, it's starting today through the 20th. We're going to be 20% off on anything on our store. So if there's something you've been keeping an eye on, or a gift you want to give somebody that you know that's going to rep the culture hard.
You know what I saw that was hard on there?
Yeah.
I just saw that Edgar Davids. The hoodie.
The hoodies? Yeah, the hoodies are tight. It's getting cold.
That's that throwback, man.
Hey, fellas, if you're tired of your lady stealing your hoodie,
exactly.
Go ahead and get you a Forticulture hoodie. You can go ahead and put it in your closet. She thinks it's hers. You're good, and you saved a little bit of money on it. 20% off. Once again, you use 20% off if you use promo code SantaBaby.
Don't you worry.
And then one more housekeeping thing. Our boy Kojak, he's gonna be down in Miami, in my yayo, with a culture takeover. He's gonna be running an IG account, giving you guys kind of first-hand look, see what's going on with the Premier League Fan Fest going down there. So anybody in Miami, look for our boy, see if you can get a shout out, and I'm excited to see the kind of content he puts out.
Speaking of Miami, y'all think Joseph is going there?
Joseph
Martinez.
You talking about Jesus' father Joseph?
Yes.
Nah, man.
Yes. We call it. Cause like
Atlanta is family.
He loves Atlanta, man.
I know, but hey, Miami.
Atlanta bought him his first G-Wagon. He's not leaving here. MLS isn't going to let a transfer
Don't
like
you
that
put
happen.
that voodoo out here.
I'm just saying, he was at the Miami Heat game. He's getting Miami jerseys.
That's fine.
Bruh.
He's on holiday.
Bruh.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big Latinx community.
Every footballer holidays in Miami.
Bruh. Miami? market too.
Yeah, I mean,
We got a Latin community, man. Don't hate on our Latinos here in Atlanta.
I'm just saying, when I saw that picture of him getting the jersey from the Heat, I was like, oh shit, we done lost him, man. We done.
Martinez like the Atlanta sisters, man. He ain't going nowhere.
That
man.
is true.
He ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, Blue Flame is his thing.
That's
is
it.
true.
He's not going anywhere.
You're right. I take that back. My bad.
So let's get into it, man. Let's start off with the big match that happened this weekend. Manchester Derby.
Your favorite team.
So where you from?
Your favorite team still, right?
Nah, man. Had to let it go, man. But you guys, it looked good, man. You want to give your interpretation of the match?
The thing about what was kind of exciting to see from that was like, we saw the attack, the counterattack definitely, which we have done well over the years. I think what was cool about it is that, like, we had 4 or 5 opportunities that, like, should have been goals.
Right.
I mean, like, Rashford hit the post, twice or whatever?
Yeah.
I mean, that totally would have changed the game as is.
Yeah.
But Rashford, he keeps his form going. Messi Lingard, he's doing his thing a little bit more.
Rashford at least got 11 goals. Lingard was looking lost in the middle.
Lingard,
trying to be number 10.
Just to be floating out there.
He does, but I think right now, as you know, with all players, they go through their dry spells, of course.
You guys, 3 and 5 now?
Dude, he is a dry rub. I don't know what you're talking about, dry spells.
Get off of Messi Lingard, man. No, but it was good to see that, to continue to form. We beating Tottenham in the middle of the week, and then to finish off with a big game against City. I mean, this whole month, like we talked about a couple weeks ago, like this schedule for everybody, of course, December is crazy schedule, but like for United especially, like if they didn't prove themselves in these games, I was like, oh yeah, Gunner's gone. Yeah, Ole Gunner's gone. So,
do you think this week saved his job? Like he's good?
No, but it definitely was job security one more day.
I think he's good. Honestly, I think he's good for the rest of the season. He beat the 2 clubs that like Manchester United needed to beat to say like, yo, don't forget we still out here. We rebuilding, but we're still out here.
The only thing that I wonder is that Ed Woodward in the back office or whatever, they're not really in tune with what's going on, and the fact that the Pochettino thing is kind of like hanging around there. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing that makes me worried about his Ole Gunnar's longevity. Yeah, I think he will last through the season. Yes,
got you. Okay,
but when I say the job security one more day, I just meant as far as like
match at a time.
Yeah, match at a time. TK.
I think it was like a stay of execution, if you will. So maybe he gets to. I think if he loses 5 games in a row or matches in a row. That could be his head.
Yeah.
So he's definitely good until February. Then we'll see how if he crashes out of the Cups or
how Europa.
Yeah, and exactly
on Thursdays.
How the Europa League looks because you guys are going to have some competition now. I think Inter could win the Europa League.
Yeah,
flat out.
Yeah, they're a pretty good team. And so before we leave the Manchester Derby, City. So City, is it kind of the end of the era with City? Or, because Pep doesn't stay more than 4 seasons anywhere. So this is his 4th season there. The players still seem happy. Nobody looks like they really want to leave. De Bruyne, he's still babying knocks and things like that. So he's not in. So they have a lot of opportunity this season to get healthy still and still, kind of fix the gaps in their lineup. But I don't know what you guys think about City. Is it the downward spiral or is it just off season?
Man, I think I don't know if Pep breaks his stay of 4 years or if he does dip out. I'm not sure where he's going to go if that was the case. But maybe I agree that the players seem happy. I honestly don't think they're done. Mm-hmm. I think Liverpool's going to shit the bed in about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And I think Pep's going to be revigorated, and we'll just see how that goes because Leicester is, right in there with the fight. And
Leicester's in 2nd, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
but if City goes on a run, which they very well can, and I think he's really focused on the Champions League.
Yeah. So that's a 14-point distance between the two of them.
Between Leicester and City?
No, between Liverpool and City.
Oh, so you guys are just completely discounting Leicester City, former Premier League champions. Oh, okay.
No, I'm just saying like out first. Like
Vardy party going crazy
going for
this
first,
season.
right? We play this game to go to first, right?
That's right.
Unless you're Pochettino.
Hey, winning. Hey, who cares about trophies? Ain't about trophies.
But so they're 14 points out first, right?
Yeah.
Liverpool got for the league. Now they're only 6 away from Leicester, as you said. Night Tesla. But as far as what you're saying, asking originally about Pep, him staying or whatever, is this a decline of City? No, I don't think so. I mean, I wonder if Pep is really going to stay here or stay there for to chase that Champions League.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is his best opportunity to do so with this team.
Yeah.
If he goes, I don't see any other squad that he would go to. I mean, unless he were to go back like to the Barca or whatever, but I don't see that happening. And I think this is his best opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
It's not going to be this season.
Pep's coming to MLS.
Maybe they buy in January and they surprise us because I think that's pretty much their only hope. Their current squad's good, but I don't think it's going to cut the mustard.
But if he comes here, he doesn't get the Champions League, man.
What? He doesn't get there? What? He gets
I'm sorry. He gets a Concacaf.
He gets the best Champions League. Okay, he gets the best. We don't even have a group stage.
We go straight.
We don't need a group.
We
stage.
go straight to the round of 16.
Before we
that's
get
a great segue.
Before we get it is. Before we get into the Concacaf Champions League, you guys want to talk about Merseyside? You want to talk about Everton firing their coach? Anybody care?
No.
Man, I mentioned this the other day just because I still regard Everton as a top top club, and I think they have the pieces there. I think they need to get a game plan as far as where they're going with the club, and so they can attract the right players that they need to fill the positions. But I think they're good for now. They just I had a feeling they were going to beat Chelsea. And that's exactly what they did. So
it's cool. You guys have gotten the green light, man. You guys can start signing players again. You guys are gonna ship all the kids back out. Fuck them. Spend a bunch of money again.
All right, Mbappe, come on.
Just drop the money. But all right. So
wait, time out. We're not addressing the elephant in the room, though.
Yeah.
What happened at the Manchester derby?
That's true. Manchester United won
convincingly.
That's not the elephant. Hey guys, for our current fans, new fans to the show, we do a ticker. We talk about how long can we go without racism happening in football. And of course, in one of the biggest matches in the world took place this weekend. Manchester City fans wanted to just yell out racist shit to Manchester United fans. Towards the end of the game, it was caught by players. It was caught by stewards. It was caught by the NBCSN camera. I didn't even know they had a specific camera there, and they caught it.
The racist camera.
Yeah, so
the racism cam.
But wait, so racism happens there. So I mean, it's not often that you hear about racism happening in those two clubs.
No, with those two you don't.
Yeah, so it seems like it's becoming more and more as conservatives and white nationalists start feeling themselves because of Boris Johnson in England. You got Trump in office over here. So it just seems like they just say, I can say whatever the fuck I want to say, and there's no repercussions.
It's nationalism, man. I'm proud of my country.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's the excuse I keep hearing. But
being racist makes you more English, makes you more American, I guess.
Yeah. Brexit.
Brexit.
This shit is just I mean, we can do a whole show based on this.
Yeah.
But it just blows my mind that here we are every week we're talking about it, and we're always going to be because. Racism is not going to be solved, and soccer is not expected to solve that issue. And the reason why I call it the beautiful game is usually because you have a diverse group of people playing together collectively to score a goal. Yes, I can get cheesy like that. But at the same time, all those things you mentioned, the nationalism, all these different types of, sects of people, they come together at these games and feel like they can say whatever and do whatever. The thing is stupid is, half their teams already got people of color from all different situations.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Well, you know, the Italians, they say, you know, racism is not racism. It's a way to taunt the opposing fans.
Right.
So maybe we just are sensitive. I don't know.
You know, we need a...
Sensitive.
We were sensitive.
Go build a country. Go work in a field. Talk about sensitivity.
Sensitive. Hey,
but then again, as I always said, we've said before, like, get creative with your racism.
That's
the
all we
monkey
want.
shit,
That's
all right.
That's all we want.
That's like 1940 shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What was that? Danny Alves. That was the best.
When he ate the banana?
Yeah.
That's a classic.
Yeah. Stop the game. Like, oh, I'm sorry.
He's potassium.
I was feeling tight.
You know,
I
I was cramping. Thank you, sir.
I appreciate it. But you know, so to our fans out there, racism just only doesn't happen to black players.
No.
You know, this is new. This is new. I just found out that Son in Tottenham's wonderkin, man, he's been racially attacked for years now, and it happened again this weekend. But what's unique about this one, man, it was done by a 13-year-old kid, like a kid that grew up like Obama was in office, like, you know, like players are. Like, the best players in the world are mostly black players for England. And this kid, where was he from? Sheffield kid. I guess it's the middle of fucking nowhere, I guess, man. He doesn't see anything like that, man. It's messed up, man.
It's one of those things, man, where if you teach racism to your children, this is the product of that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and they'll just start spitting, like, teenagers don't really know that shit, you know? They're just going to repeat what they hear.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to be a product of their environment. So if you were teaching racist ass shit at home, and then you take them out in public, they might say some racist ass shit.
Well, I think it's a combination of the parents aspect part, but also the social aspect too. I'm sure the friend group.
Yeah.
Probably doing the same. I mean, like, you know,
the taunting and shit.
Yeah.
But,
So,
you know, it's the whole, this young generation, this is the whole trolling thing. You know, this generation, they like saying dumb shit just to get a rise out of
attention.
people.
Yeah.
It's dumb. And I really wish that The Guardian and all those didn't put the kid's name and stuff out there, because it just gives them notoriety. It's like, man, fuck them.
Yep.
I don't know. But, you know, to move on to a different subject, we always say stomp out racism, you know, fuck Italy.
Pretty much. But, hey, I mean, are we saying fuck England now?
Yeah, maybe. It's getting there. Getting there. I'm like, I don't know how long I can take it, man. But let's shift gears. Let's jump across the pond, man. Let's talk about what's going on over here in Americas. But I guess before we do that, I guess we should take a break and pay a bill. You guys want to do that?
It is Christmas time. We got a lot of... I said we don't pay any bills and just worry about it in 2020.
Hey, it's cool, man. That's cool.
We got some Christmas shopping to do, man. We got to go to my Shopify and get some more gear.
My Shopify. That's
just,
it. FTC.
Just max out all the credit cards and go ahead and go ham on that shit.
Let's do it. So, hey, once again, man, go to ftcutd.myshopify.com. We're doing a promo, Santa Baby. You get 20% off on anything you want in the store. All right? You can get something for your mama. You can get something for your girl. You can get something for your boss. You know what I mean? We got you. 20% off. We're trying to save some money for you out there. So for supporting us, man, we just want to do something right for y'all. So kick it with us. Hey, and we're back, ladies and gentlemen. So let's talk about, they just released the Concacaf Champions League round of 16 pairings. Did you see the group stage? How did we do?
Dude, the group stage was mad exciting. I thought it was better than the actual
It was stressful,
Dude,
man.
the theme was great.
Honestly, man, I didn't think that the MLS teams was going to make it to the round of 16 the way they did. It's amazing what happened, man.
Yeah, we have great representation for MLS in that hex there.
Is this the year? Is this the year where the MLS team raises the Scotiabank Concacaf Champions League trophy?
Just saying that, man.
All right, but all seriousness, I don't understand where the Concacaf Champions League round of 16 has gone in. Kind of giving the pairings in Group A, you have Atlanta United, Group A1, Atlanta United versus Group B1 is FC Montague down in Costa Honduras.
Did you just say Costa?
I was like, where are they at?
It's in Honduras.
It's in Honduras.
Is that the coast of Honduras?
Yeah, they're on the coast of Honduras. Come on.
It's like connections. Yeah. No, I tried to look it up earlier, but
Yeah.
it's like connections. Honduras.
See, I know what I'm doing, man. Hey, I'm
You need a passport.
I'm a professional, man. Hey, so you got Club America versus not even gonna try this one.
Yeah, dope.
Yep, not even gonna try it. Yep. You got Cruz Azul versus Port Mir United FC. I think they're in Jamaica, ain't they?
Sure. Let's go with that.
All right, you got LAFC versus Club Leon.
Leon.
Yep.
That's Landon Diamond's former team, right?
Yep, that's where he played at. That's when he had hair, as he was down there. You got Tigres versus Allianz FC. Mm-hmm. You got New York City FC versus San Carlos. Sounders versus CD Olympia. And Impact versus Saprissa. Deportivo. So there's our pairings. It's going to be a home and away. What you guys think, man? How you guys? So let's start with the home team, man. What are our odds going down to Honduras?
Have you done your scouting report on them yet?
I could have one for the next show. I can have it for the next
Stat
show.
Boy, have you done your research on this?
Stat Boy.
I didn't I pull out stats, but for me, just like a general glimpse of this hex, I see Seattle could make a run just because they're on a little bit of a high. I see New York could be just a tough opponent, and that could just help an MLS team. This is the agenda I'm pushing: is the MLS team succeeding in this competition, for the record. And then LA is LA, so I think they're going to do what they do, and they weren't in the competition last year, so we'll just see how that rolls. But as far as winning this competition, I think all roads go through Club America.
Yeah.
And that was my initial reaction seeing this bracket. I was looking and I was like, oh shit, if Lane gets past the first round, got Club America in the next round. I'm like, god dang. Yeah. So there's no let up. I mean, off of name brand recognition, it looks like LAFC probably has the toughest first round draw though. Mm-hmm. And then you did make a good analysis. I think Seattle probably has the best route of getting to the final, as far as potential matchups.
Because they don't have to play, or they're going to play a team they're familiar with, and I think the MLS teams are just not going to, they'll. It's going to be an MLS matchup. It's not going to be a CONCACAF matchup for them.
Yeah. One thing I'm going to be excited about is LAFC getting a taste of CONCACAF refereeing and their fans. Because you remember us, we were like, oh, we're going all the way. Flamed out quick. So honestly, LAFC is on the same trajectory that we've been on. So I see them stumbling in the competition.
I'd say that first round, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I see them stumbling. But what's exciting is you get to see Thierry Henry in CONCACAF. First match, competitive matches, man. So that's going to be exciting to see that.
February 18th.
Well, he better bring it, bro.
Yeah, that's going to be that's a match.
Judged.
Yeah, that's a match I'm looking forward to. And then yeah, I mean, Atlanta, like you guys said, man, all roads run through Club America. So Atlanta, I haven't seen any signings that would make to kind of get us there. I mean,
I don't see us getting past the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
I don't. And Club America's getting kind of like revenge from Campiones Cup.
Yeah, that's true.
They're going to have that, on their mind. They don't forget.
They don't. No, they don't.
Yeah, they know.
What's crazy about
that home leg? They don't get that ass whooped.
So when the Campiones Cup was here, we did activation where there was like this Legacy Field project where a field was rehabbed up in kind of like the Buford Highway corridor here in Atlanta, and so they brought out players from both Atlanta United and Club America for this activation. And so what's funny is like from Atlanta United they had Tito, they had what's his name? Oh snap, y'all going Mo. What's his name?
Mo Adams.
Mo Adams. And I feel like who was the third player? I can't remember who the third player was. But 3 Atlanta United players kids went crazy for Tito, of course, because this is predominantly all Latinx kids.
Gotcha.
But then when the Club America crew came out, fangirl, fanboy, like, Club America,
Yeah.
and like here it is, Club America comes to Atlanta, and they were getting more of a,
Unfortunately, Liga MX is a bigger league in America.
And Club America too is also like they did a great job of branding partnerships in the last 10 years. I mean, like they have iconic jerseys. You know what I'm saying? Like they did.
The Corona sponsorship is real, bro.
The Corona one and the Coke one too. I mean,
oh yeah, that's right.
They had the Coke one too.
And they're
we can't get Coke in ours.
You know what
I don't.
Wait a minute.
I don't know, man.
It must be the bottler. It's like a local thing,
So, let us know, Culture, man. What are your thoughts on the Scotiabank Concacaf Champions League bracket?
That was a great group stage, man.
What can I say, man? Let us know what you think, man. Hit us up at FTC UTD on all the socials.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, man.
Have you been watching the Champions League over in Europe? The quote unquote real Champions League?
Honestly, I haven't, man. To me, it feels like it's so much harder to watch it with the Bleacher Report and TNT because I never remember what channel TNT is on because what programming does TNT have that you want to watch?
NBA.
But the NBA is not on. It's not on TNT until after.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's the only thing.
Yeah, until then, it's just like I don't care about what's on TNT, and I'm not paying for BR Live because. Outside of Champions League, what does BR Live offer?
$9 a month or $9.99 a month.
Yeah, so it's like I haven't. I've tried. Like I've been trying to watch it, but it's been tough for me.
More subscriptions.
Yeah, it's been tough for me. I just put it on regular Fox, man.
Do you like the added content shit that BR does?
I don't get to see it.
Okay,
that's my problem. So like, I'm the wrong person to ask.
Okay, just curious.
Yeah.
I mean, I think. Access to watching the games is definitely harder.
Yeah.
And it's not six. But, what I've been just doing, because obviously during the workday, some of us got jobs, even though we work in the soccer world.
Yeah, but you got a cool job where you guys can actually put it up in the office.
Yeah. Sometimes
it's considered work.
Sometimes I can do that, yeah.
Not all the time? I just figure your place of employment. For the new listeners, I don't want to put them on blast, but your place of employment, like you guys are like Kick. You guys remember Kick TV? Before they got bought out by Copa America, Kick TV, they used to like all the time have the games up. They would be watching it and stuff like that, and then they would have like the throwback jersey Fridays and stuff like that. To me, it feels like that's what y'all do there.
I mean,
but it sounds like y'all don't.
Well, it's like we flirt with it.
Yeah, you guys should fully embrace it.
I think so. You're right.
If you come into my job on any day that there's soccer on, it's on the TV.
See, that's fine.
Yeah, Spanish, English, don't matter.
My job.
Grego came in.
Yeah. See, my job. My department. It's a lot of SEC football fans who still believe that like soccer is like a joke, and they're like, it's never going to take off. So it's like I can't watch it like that. It sucks, man. So
You got to turn your iPad on.
I do. I have my phone kind of at an angle, but then somebody want to ask me questions. I'm like, leave me alone. Just want to watch the match, man. It sucks, man. That's part of getting old, man.
Yeah, but what I was asking is just the Champions League is obviously it's gearing up. Basically, the groups are basically finalized right now, and today, who else? Liverpool.
It's still the group stages.
Yeah, jeez. They actually do group stages in this.
Liverpool were getting worked for a good bit of today, but
they pulled it out.
Yeah, they Liverpooled it.
They played our future national team manager. Jesse.
Jesse. Yeah,
exactly. They played Jesse's team, right? Did they win? Did Salzburg win?
Nah.
No? Liverpool won?
2-0?
It was a great fight, man.
2-0.
Honestly, Liverpool, that could have been the beginning of them shitting the bed today.
Mm-hmm.
But they already got through. They're already through the group stages. So this result plays no effect to them.
Yeah.
Well, Salzburg, I watched the BR match recap or whatever, and this is just off the recap. But the first thing I noticed was the goalkeeper was all over the place. His positioning was god awful.
He's a kid though, ain't he? Ain't he 19?
I don't care. You're a professional.
You got to think that pressure though, man. That pressure.
Because there was, I think, with the first goal, he came way out of the box. I mean, right at the into the 18 or whatever, and just like, that's what it was. Yeah, Mane came down the left flank, and the keeper came way off his line, and basically Mane just like chipped over, and Cato basically headed the ball in.
Right.
And then on the second goal, same thing. He comes way out to the 18 to put pressure on Salah. And Salah, same thing. Actually, Salah, like, you got to give him credit. Like, he had no angle and was able to put it away. But again, the keeper came way off of his line for no reason. It was one of those things like,
what are you doing?
Like, it really was. It was.
Brad Guzan does that every match.
God. So, it was just interesting, too. Like, the whole Champions League story that they did was all about the goalkeepers when the animated the Champions story.
Thank you for saying that. I was wondering how we could, like, segue into that. Because that was a beautiful piece.
It was funny as hell. I mean, I loved how they finally gave the goalkeepers love. And especially how Guzan, like, it's funny that they even bring Guzan, like,
right.
He has nothing to do with the Champions League.
I think it's just because Atlanta United is on a global platform now, Yep. It's like, we're a big enough club, and they're like, all right, we got to MLS.
Well, Atlanta United, yeah.
Italy, they pick the top keeper.
I'm fine by that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Hey. That's funny, like, how Atlanta is a global brand. That's crazy to think about that, man.
I mean, you bring in $70K a week,
Yeah. That's crazy. So, all in all, the European Champions League, who sponsors their Champions League? Heineken? Is it called the Heineken?
No, they don't say the
Heineken UEFA Champions League?
It's brought to you by Heineken.
That's right.
You sure?
Yeah. That's what they say.
That's absolutely what they say.
That's what they say. It's brought to you by
Listen,
Heineken.
This is the UEFA Champions League.
Yeah.
The Heineken UEFA Champions League.
Presented to you by Heineken.
They like to make shit sound fancy over there, man. It's just like we got the Scotiabank. They the Heineken Champions League.
What did you think? Like the theme song. First of all, you already were like, oh my god, this is the symphony playing.
I saw on Twitter the TNT or BR Sports had the Champions League anthem playing as the guys were commentating the match, and like fans were like, I'm okay with this. So I just think we should do this. They said it was really relaxing.
It is,
dude. The full suite of that with the opera behind them, it's really beautiful written. Yeah. Like, I'm a musician and I love that shit. Straight up.
It's pretty good. Ours is pretty good too. It just doesn't get any cream. That's the problem, man.
Sing it.
No, it's real.
Hum it.
Hum it.
Hum it. Hum it, Rico.
It's like do.
Hum it, dude.
It's like, fuck the mother. You know, ain't that how it goes? That's how it goes.
Is C-Marter out of jail, by the way?
No, he's been out of jail. He's been out of jail.
I'm sorry.
All right. Let's see. Where do you want to go? You guys want to talk about Atlanta United preseason?
Oh, yeah. We have a team, don't we?
Yeah. You want to go there?
Like half the people left.
I was like, where are the players, though?
Yeah. Well, no, we signed a player, Hindman. He permanent transfer to Atlanta United. He is now officially a member of Atlanta United. He's no longer a loanee with the option to buy. So that's exciting. What's your thoughts? How did you guys think Hindman did last year?
He was solid.
He was solid?
Yeah, he's a solid contribution to the team. I'd like to see him add more goals to his game.
Yeah, because he only had one goal.
Yeah, and then maybe like a couple assists or something.
Yeah, he had about a few assists, I think. And
I don't know. I'd like to just see a more clear-cut contribution from his game to the team. So whether that's in the form of assists, whether that's in the form of putting in a killer pass, then to lay it off, or just beating the defender, or getting into space to allow someone else to get on the ball.
Gotcha. Where does he start? Does he become a pinned-in starter?
He's not a crucial player
right now. I think he is.
You think he's crucial?
Who else is on the roster?
Well, that's the thing about it. He's crucial because we don't have enough to fill out a team.
No. We signed also another player, a veteran, a former MLS champion, Jeff Larinowitz. He has signed with Atlanta United on the transfer waiver, whatever the MLS shit we do, where you cut a player.
Right? He's like the same age as me, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't call him old. I just said veteran, future Hall of Famer, man. So Jeff coming back, that's exciting. You continue having a a vocal leader in the locker room.
Who's captain next year?
You got to give Joseph the captain armband.
That ain't happening.
You got to give him the armband. Because I wanted Nagby to get it.
Yeah.
I wanted him to get it, but Nagby wanted to be
Deuces.
a homer and keep his wife happy and go to Ohio.
Fucking.
Listen, didn't he learn from a LeBron? Ohio sucks, man. I said it. Come at me.
Our family's there. We're very comfortable.
Just lost.
It's nice for our children to grow up around their cousins.
I'm looking like, bro, no. Stay here in Atlanta. Give us another championship.
So, yeah, who gets a captain's armband, man?
Joseph.
Like, that's who you vote for.
100% Joseph.
It's either Larry, Joseph, or Guzan.
I hate goalkeepers that get armbands.
I know.
Fuck you.
I do. You guys you can't lead from the back.
Yes, you can. You
You
see
can't.
everything from the back. What are you talking
can't
about?
lead from the back.
Does he?
No, you clearly didn't listen to
He's trolling me.
Mark
I know
36 of last episode.
He's
But
trolling me right now. I know he's trolling me. I'm not going to respond. I'm not going to stoop to your level.
However, I will say, when you captain the keeper, it's got to be like a Neuer kind of situation.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, like imagine if Courtois was the captain. Disaster.
Yeah. No, but you got it's definitely a mentality from a keeper to have. Because if you look at on the name brand level, like a Noir, like Buffon, like those type of keepers are captains because they have the respect.
Right.
First of all, they have the respect of everybody in the locker room.
I agree there.
Two, they're vocal.
I agree there.
Tim Howard is another person who I think about in that standpoint.
Okay.
And then third, they have to be great.
Okay.
You have to be a great.
So you just struck Brad Guzan
No,
out.
I'm not saying Goose was mine. I'm not voting for Goose, but I'm just saying you made the argument of keepers being named captain.
I personally don't like it.
So I'm just saying,
Those guys you name are anomalies.
well, yeah, they're
Once in a generation keepers.
Mm-hmm.
well, that's a few in a generation right there. But
Well, no, they're sports medicine keeps people longer.
Okay,
All right. Anyway,
no, but so for my pick, what I would say ideally, 2 years time, if he's still around, Miles.
as a captain, I like that.
Yeah, I can get down with that from a center back perspective. But what I need to see from Miles before he gets the armband is the ability to actually structurally organize the back line.
Yeah.
Like if we're flippity floppity loose like a belt, he needs to get back.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're going to play the
Well,
offside trap.
Do you think
This year was his coming out party.
Yeah, but do you
Sure,
think
sure.
with us signing, could never think of the new guy's last name.
Brooks Lennon, I believe?
Yeah, Lennon. With us signing Lennon, older player than Miles, do you think Frank gives Lennon control of the back line, or does Miles say, "Nah, bro, I got this"?
No, I think he's too much of a and this is the statistical part that I touched on last week as well as Tony. I think he's too we don't buy fullbacks. We could do a pod on fullbacks that are actually defenders because I feel like fullbacks are doing so much attacking to contribute to stretching the game and pushing back the midfield on to just dominate the possession or whatever. At least I don't know. I can't think of a fullback that is actually better at defending than attacking. I don't know if that's where the game's going or not, or just in Europe. Even if I'm thinking of Chelsea, we got Marcos Alonso on one side, we got Cesar Azpilicueta on the other, we got Emerson Palmieri on the other side, and Reece James. All four of those guys attack better than they defend.
Well, Koulibaly though, when we talk about a $90 million price tag, he's one of those guys who actually wins tackles.
But he's a center back though.
Yeah, true. Yeah, he said fullback. My bad. Yeah. And that's a large part because of how the game has evolved as far as what we do and expect for fullbacks. They're more attacking now, just than ever before, and that's just
part of the game.
It is part of the evolution of the game. My favorite player, Patrice. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Patrice is a great player. I loved him because of his personality, and that's coming from a Chelsea fan.
Yeah, and he's got a great Instagram account too. So
yeah, he keeps it alive.
Yeah.
He really does. What's he doing on Mondays?
Monday motivationals, man. Yeah.
Brooks Lennon's a defender, right?
Yeah.
Our app is wrong. Man. It said they got him listed as a forward.
Fuck no.
I was like,
what did I just say? What did I just say?
It's just like fullbacks. They don't defend.
Yeah,
you're right.
I mean, it's Gressel all over again. And it's like, what's his best position?
So, Joseph,
my pick would be for this year.
Jeff.
I would solidify either Jeff or Miles. If I'm going to give it to, if we're thinking future proof, Miles. If we're thinking here now, Jeff.
Gressel.
You think Gressel's going to sign again?
If he signs,
man, this is like the longest contract negotiation in MLS history.
That's a part. That's where you whip it out, man. Here,
give him the. You just didn't
get
give
the
him the
armband.
He gonna sign? Nah, man.
Get the armband.
We need to take Darren to Carol in front of his house, man. And all that bullshit they're doing. Handing
What
out
about
free
LDP?
swag.
I don't.
Is he too fired? He can't stay on the field.
Yeah, dude, he's a liability.
Yeah,
Honestly,
he is. I don't.
If I was in management, I'd be having a talk with LGP on the constant, or even just as a teammate, because I appreciate what he does for the team.
You need that.
He's a liability.
Yeah.
He's our David Luiz.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like if he played like a defensive midfield position, I would love him. But him being back there as a temporary left back, it makes me nervous. Mm-hmm. It makes me so nervous. But I don't know, man. Atlanta United just also announced that we're going on the road for a preseason. We're driving to USL's Birmingham FC, not Birmingham Steel, Birmingham FC out there. So Atlanta United fans probably gonna be traveling in droves down 20 West. You guys excited?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Culture Days.
Go see the Legion.
Yeah, the Legion, man.
What's the date of that game?
February 8th, 3:30 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah. This was the 8th of Saturday?
Yes. That is correct.
Hey.
It's going to be at BBVA Field in Birmingham, Alabama.
I think I could do a 4 p.m. drive to Birmingham.
That's baby girl's birthday weekend.
Is it? Ooh. Every away days, man. You always got something going on, man. I think you afraid of them away days. You afraid of, hey, man, listen. Green Street Hooligans wasn't real, man. It wasn't real, man. No one's going to run up on you and want to fight, It's not
scared, man.
It's not real, man.
I'm scared. They might shank me, man.
I understand, man.
It's the reason why I don't go to the club, man.
I get it.
I still have nightmares of going to the club, man.
I get it, man. I grew up in the era as well with fight music. I grew up, too, in that era. But I persevered, my brother. It's all right, man. So, hey, Culture, we probably going to be making that trip, too, man. So, when we get closer to February, we'll probably be putting some content out there, kind of similar to what we put out when we hit up Memphis as well as when we hit up Richmond. So keep an eye out on that.
We might do a live pod, man. We're constantly trying to upgrade our stuff over here. Yeah. So that could be a great opportunity to just do something on the road.
Yeah, try something different, man. Get out there, put some mics in people's faces.
And as always, we spread in the culture.
Shit.
We spread in the culture.
Alabama, get it.
Alabama. Forrest Gump. All right, before we get out of here, man, let's talk about Sporting Kansas City, man. They're making big boy moves. They dropping 8 figures on Alan Polito from Chivas, Guadalajara. Big moves from them. I mean, a forward. I mean, he had a great season in Liga MX last year. Good pickup from him. 28 years old. Good move from him, especially at 28, to come over here and extend his career additional 4 or 5 years in MLS. And Sporting Kansas City, what their weakness was last year is they just couldn't finish.
Yep.
So, I mean, their front office is doing it right. They're looking
a chess move. It was a good chess move.
They're looking around the league and they're like, shit, everyone else is splashing cash. We could do it. We've been here. So.
Yeah. It's definitely making them dangerous.
Yeah.
Kudos to them. Making the league competitive, of course, as we always say, we try and make it a top 5 league again, right?
That's what you need.
So you need national team, signings like this, and so good move on them, and it's making the brand better.
Yeah, and it makes a statement for the area that they're willing to spend money, especially with regional players coming in. You got St. Louis, they're coming in. Nashville, they're starting. Nashville's looking rough. They're having the Minnesota United career start right now. I think last time I saw season tickets, they've only sold about 5,000 season tickets, and they start in a couple weeks. And like fans, and fans in Nashville said like there's no marketing. Like their marketing team is trash. Like you drive around the city and you talk to people and they're like, we have a soccer team?
Yeah.
And they're doing it all wrong, especially with Atlanta being 4 hours south.
Close.
We had the blueprint. Yeah, I mean, look at that,
First of all, the logo.
They got a good website designer.
The logo's trash.
The logo is trash.
It is. It's rough.
Like, how do you even have fun with that logo?
Yeah, I mean, but they're pumping it.
How do you have fun with that?
It's hard to even make out that it actually isn't in. It kind of looks like a dumbbell from far away, like a slanted dumbbell.
It does. But I don't know, man. I was looking forward to Nashville coming in until they announced they're going to be in the West, and made a lot. You guys probably talked about it last week, man. A lot of people scratched their heads. Doesn't make sense.
Huge down.
Yeah.
Way east of the Mississippi, and you still going to put them in the West.
Yeah. Any other domestic? Anything else you got to talk about domestic before we talk about Ancelotti?
Your boy Pulisic, man. He's still,
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, maybe we should have put that in the EPL side of this, but
The Great White Hope.
we'll see. His stats are looking all right, but we'll see how everything's looking. Come on,
damn, you acting like the Jerry Curl ain't curling, man.
January, yeah.
The Jerry Curl ain't curling. Damn.
So he gonna hit the bench when the January transfer window?
I mean, I just.
Hey, you're not American.
We'll see, because there's lots of things that could happen. And it just could be good or bad, or really bad.
Yeah. Anything domestic?
No, that's the main thing. Wondering about is I was wondering about Pulisic, and he had his little run going, his form going. So we always want to see
young Americans
do well,
make it in England. Yeah. That's just what we want. It is an insecurity American fans have.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, then let's just get a better chant for Captain America, because I think the last time when he scored the hat trick, it was like USA. And I was like, it was cringeworthy in the stands.
So, USA with an English accent.
Yeah.
This is weird.
It's like you couldn't think of anything else.
That's the best you could do.
Exactly. I was like, we make really good chants in England, and that's what y'all did for this guy. So
it's pretty bad. All right, Ancelotti, man. It's big news today, or yesterday by the time you guys hear it. Napoli lets him go.
He was still qualifying for the next round.
Yeah, he got them. He got them there. They let him go, man. Kind of seems like their board already has an idea of who they want to replace with.
Pochettino?
No, it's not Pochettino. What you guys think, man? Do you think this is the end of the road for Ancelotti? Do you think it's time for him to hang up the reins, go out to pasture, become a commentator on, I don't know what Italian sports TV is called?
Sky Italia.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sure there's going to be some national team that's going to
get him.
Yeah.
Yeah. If not a national team, I feel like there's too many managers that have been fired in the last 3 weeks. That I think he's one of those guys that is a go-to, or his name is always thrown in the popcorn barrel, and like, oh, Ancelotti, he's can go and settle a team.
It's like Sam Allardyce.
Get him through the rest of the season.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think that it's not the last of them.
Maybe Arsenal. They could probably deal with them. But I guess they got Freddie. So who else would really actually benefit from Ancelotti? Maybe. Oh, he ain't going to Watford. Yeah.
Nope.
Nah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I
skip.
There is a club that still needs a manager. Big club. Inter Miami.
Here we go.
And especially with what Inter Miami is trying to be, to sign a name like that would be big for their brand. And I think it would be good for him because you don't have that pressure that you have in Europe. So he actually has time to build a system and actually set up a foundation on what Miami will play like. What you think?
I agree. I like it. but I don't think he is going to. I think he's a little more pragmatic in the style. Like, what players have Miami signed?
Because they don't have a coach. Their technical director is
he's the guy that they got from us.
Yeah. So it's so he's like, all right, it's not really making any moves. So you hire a manager, he brings in the guys he wants. And I just think with an international city like Miami, signing a guy like Ancelotti is good for them and it's good for the brand. Instead of him just go be a caretaker for a year at another fucking random club in Europe.
Yeah, it could be a good move. I just don't know if Beckham and Ancelotti are on the same mindset or mind track, if you will, of like where the philosophy of football.
Gotcha.
No, that's. I was actually agreeing with Beckham. I mean, I think it definitely will raise some eyebrows and definitely, have some heads turning, and then it definitely will, put us in the top 5 discussion as far as just like this is a destination for, top tier coaches. It'll be cool in that standpoint, but my initial thing would be I don't know how Beckham rocks with him. Mm-hmm. And I can't. I mean, we'll have to do some more research into that. So I don't know. It doesn't. It's sexy in the sense of, like you said, name recognition. Now that would definitely attract more high caliber players. The Cavani's and all that stuff definitely would probably be more appealing to sign with Inter. But at the same time, is it going to be a situation where it's like Tata was for us? He's like, he'll only be there for 2 years. Right. And
it'd be in and out. But I mean, he's 61 years old.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a good, I don't know. Or Red Bulls, New York Red Bulls. I think they're still looking for a coach. I just think I just don't think it'd be wise for him to just do another 1-year stint in Europe. Personally. But I think that's a good stopping point.
Yeah, good stuff. Great talk, guys. All right.
Yeah, I think that's a good stopping point there. 2 ups, 2 downs, man. You guys got anything good, anything bad you want to talk about?
I think I can make this pretty quick. 1 up would be Miss Universe. Shout out to Miss South Africa. Miss Black, South Africa.
That's true.
All the melanin. I'm engaged. 2 up. Yeah, man. Yeah, for real. I've been saying all day I'm on that floating in the euphoria slightly above cloud 9.
Oh, man. She must be listening. She must be listening on this episode.
No, she don't listen to this pod. I had actually made a reference to that last week. I was like, but you don't listen to the pod, so he's like, so you'll never hear this.
You know. Tony, what you got, man?
What I got is obviously another trip around the sun. That's my up. Black man surviving 38 years.
Bless.
I didn't get shanked in the club, so I'm still alive, still kicking.
I don't know what club you used to go to back in DC, man. I am concerned with the life you used to live, brother.
There have been I've escaped some close calls. No, but yeah, obviously that's an up for me as well. And
I think that also,
this time of year, of course, we come into the end of the year, and it has you goal setting for 2020 and thinking about plans and everything like that. I'm just excited about this project going off, and then what's going on with me professionally. I just got invited to be on a panel with Lincoln Phillips, and he is the former head coach of Howard University, who won the national championship back in the 70s. So that's kind of like an idol of mine. So to be able to share a stage with him, it's badass. I could check that off my bucket list type of thing. So that's some quality stuff we got going on. The 2 bads, still trying to kick racism out of soccer. We joke about it, but it really is saddening that every fucking week we gotta talk about that. And it just sucks that we gotta constantly question, people's motives when they come to games. When at the end of the day, this is a game that we're playing. Yeah, I think that's just my main bad. I'm gonna go with one bad.
Yeah,
2 ups, 1 bad.
That's good, man. Those are 2 good ups, man.
Appreciate
That's 2 ups. My up is shouts out to Anthony Joshua getting his title back. He fought Ruiz. He beat him. Like anybody that follows boxing, I mean, Ruiz beat him. Anthony said he had a panic attack before the match. He got outbested, but for him to come back, not even 6 months later, and get his title back, it's exciting to see, in the heavyweight title that you have, 2 black men that are like humble, that are like pound per pound, like great boxers.
Did you say a humble black man?
Yeah,
that exists.
Yeah, hey man, we out here. It's good to see him and Wilder, because everyone keeps saying boxing is on the decline, and you have these 2 black men that are out here like doing great in their community, and like they're out here being like good role models, and they're whooping ass, and it's good to see. Makes you kind of like really proud to be a black man. Like when our parents talk about Holyfield and Muhammad Ali and stuff like that, like the guys that they grew up and idolized. So it's good to see that. My down, man, it's robbing season out here, man. Like people out here taking advantage of people. My car was broken into this weekend. Smashed 2 of my windows. They didn't get anything major. But we had a crime spree in my neighborhood. Had a couple neighbors' houses were broken into. Like, luckily they weren't home and nobody was harmed. So, listeners out there, man, just know that unfortunately this is the season, where people just they trying to hit a lick, man. They trying to feed their kids too for Christmas, and unfortunately, some people do nefarious things. So, keep your head on a swivel. It's darker out, so when you're walking out to the car from the mall, just pay attention where you are.
Bags in the trunk.
Yeah, don't put stuff in the car. Don't leave your guns in the car, man, because, they out here. So, that's us. So, I don't want to leave on the bad note, but, it is what it is. So, thanks for listening to the podcast. You can find us on the socials at FTC.
UTD.
We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. Interact with us. Share the podcast with people, y'all. So let people know if you F with it, especially your loyal listeners, man. Every week, man, just challenge yourself to send the podcast to somebody else. We're doing this for y'all, man. We all have lives. We have families. TK, he's engaged. Tony got a baby. I got hella babies. So, we could be doing other things. So, man, we do this for y'all. So, until next week.
Santa baby.
Yeah, Santa baby, man.
Get that FTC gear. Get that Santa baby 20% off.
That's it, man. So, man.
Yeah, much love, man, for all y'all.